It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And featured this week is C.J. Mosley, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Jets and the Pats. All that and more coming up next.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by Zach Wilson, former second overall pick, now in his 3rd season out of BYU.
Before the game, when I said hello to him, I tried to give him a little dap, but he wouldn't give me any, and I thought he was snubbing me. Then I realized he's keeping all that flame to himself. How about the week he had last week? AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Quickly to the air is Wilson. And complete, right side to Cook. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. On second down, here's Wilson. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now it's Wilson. That's to Cook out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Here's Wilson. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And the final act of the drive was the touchdown catch by Dalvin Cook. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. The Patriots offense set to go to work with Mac Jones at quarterback in his 3rd season now out of Alabama.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Throwing, Jones. And his throw is incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. You talk about this Jets defense.
But right now in the National Football. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat. Brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. On second down, a run with Hall.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. They go play action with Wilson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Play action. It's Wilson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On second down, Wilson able to shake him off. Flush to his right, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Throwing is Wilson. Rolling to his left. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Zach Wilson
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
Got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands though.
Yeah.
And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
On third down, here's Stevenson.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down.
So on fourth down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman.
And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And Wilson going to keep it again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Franklin Myers, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Jets will take over. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Cook now off the read option. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The 6-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Zach Wilson, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Jones throw taken in by Bourne. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Jones to throw on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. He's got his target. That's complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. Off the play fake. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Jones.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Now Hall to start the drive. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Straight ahead.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery, Jones.
That's Bourne. Got it on the slant.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown. How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it. Zerline now for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.